A short but very steep ascent will start our day out of Vesuvius up the Route 56 access point to the famous Blue Ridge Parkway, a road that is closed to commercial traffic since it's part of the national park system. The difficulty doesn't end there, but we'll be treated to wonderful scenery and some scenic overlooks to enjoy along the way. It will be a sad moment when we exit the Blue Ridge Parkway at the intersection of I-64 and finish today's ride in Crozet. Good morning, it's day 65, Friday, July 19. We're leaving the pavilion outside of the Vesuvius Baptist Church and immediately starting a climb up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. This climb has a reputation of being one of the steepest, most intense climbs. Thankfully, it's right in the morning. Better that than at the end of the day. All right. Paul, what did you say it was? 8% grade average, 8% grade over, it was 3.9 miles. That's the average of 8. So we know there's going to be some 15s in there, I'm sure. Let's do this. I was riding along thinking, okay, this is tough. But now it got considerably steeper. Oh boy. Can I do this for another 3.5 miles? You think average 8% grade means, oh, you'll be going 8% grade for 4 miles. No, I've been sustained 15 to 18% grade for the past several minutes. It's killing me. Long way to go. 18.2, 18.4. Keep it straight. Sweat's coming out of every pore in my body. It is 6:04 a.m. Right now the grade's only 7. Every time the grade's under 8, I think, oh no, all we're doing is giving the mountain more excuse to throw more high grades at me. It's me fighting the mountain, playing the mental game. I can beat you, mountain. When the grades gets into the 16-17 range, I just can't keep the bike on a straight line. I swerve until I have to clamp the brakes and stop. Difficulty 10 out of 10. OFP 0 out of 10. Scenery, I don't care. I got to switch out of first gear into second gear for about 10 pedal strokes just back there because the grade was only 5.0. I'm back in first gear now, of course. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Parkway, Shenandoah River. We are riding a 27-mile stretch of the 469-mile Blue Ridge Parkway from outside of Vesuvius to outside of Afton. The Blue Ridge Parkway is the longest linear park in the United States and the most visited national park in America. The Blue Ridge Parkway crosses 168 bridges and runs through 26 tunnels. Its highest point is near Waynesville, North Carolina, at 6,053 feet. Much of the construction of the road was completed by members of the Civilian Conservation Corps and conscientious objectors during World War II. That was 3.9 miles per hour over 3.7 miles for the climb. So we're on the Blue Ridge Parkway, but we might have a little bit more of a climb until we start really descending. These are the statistics from the point we left the Vesuvius Baptist Church Pavilion until we're finally descending for real. Average 4 miles per hour over 4.45 miles. Climbed 1,600 feet and had an epic 9 feet of descent. I hit 70 miles per hour and the cops were called. It was a whole ordeal. All right, and we're at our first overlook. If this is the overlook, we're quite disappointed.
Like you say, maybe at one time.
Okay, this is more like it. My honest impression of the climb, yeah, that might have been the longest, longest time I was that steep of a grade. But the climb as a whole, even though it was extremely difficult, was a little easier than I was expecting it to be. But I'm glad it's behind me, and I think that's going to be the most difficult climb remaining this summer. Yay! Glorious cool descent. The temperature is 58.6 degrees. I hadn't checked all morning. Wow, a lot cooler up here. I'm moving enough that I stay warm even in short sleeves. These downhills get a little chilly. What's heavier, this rock or a hay bale? That's pretty close. Ridge Parkway smells nice. The mountain has a bald spot. Nothing a little comb over can't fix. It's been a while since we saved one of you little guys. You're in danger. You're in danger, buddy. Let's help you out. Oh.
Right in line up the line of the tire.
That was turtle number 11 for the summer. I don't know if all of them have been documented, but I've been keeping a count in my mind. Where are those turkeys at? Afton, Virginia is home to the Cookie House and its late resident cookie lady June Curry. She was born here and lived her entire life in the same house. The Transamerica Trail's inaugural ride in America's bicentennial year of 1776 saw many cyclists passing by the Curry House. She baked cookies to share with the cyclists and would even open her home to cyclists for night lodging. She suffered a stroke in 2005, but that didn't stop her from continuing to assist cyclists. More than 14,000 cyclists benefited from the Cookie Lady's kindness until her death in 2012. She is the face of hundreds of what we call trail angels along the Transamerica Trail that astound us cyclists with hospitality and kindness. The Adventure Cycling Association gives the June Curry Trail Angel Award to honor these bringers of goodwill. Look at all the people June Curry has helped over the years, all the history. Oh, what a place. Room after room after room of photos and newspaper clippings and postcards. Here's a fresh peach pie a la mode, and look at this beautiful setting in a peach orchard. We are leaving the peach orchard, which was a wonderful stop, and just 2.5 more miles into Crozet. I apologize for all the times I have mispronounced and probably will mispronounce Crozet as Crozet. The T is silent, like it's a French word. And where are we staying tonight? Well, this was one where we made a number of calls to churches, and one of the calls we made to a church, they said, you can stay here, and they're like, all right. And they said, but let's check with the Presbyterian church. They said, the Presbyterian church has showers. So they contacted the Presbyterian church, contacted us back and said, the Presbyterian church will host you. So that's our destination. Gonna get a shower, and there's a number of restaurants in town. The barbecue one appeared to be calling to me the most, so that might be my lunch today. Yum. Here's the daily recap from Crozet, Virginia. Today's scenery was an 8, a big bump up. The Blue Ridge Parkway was outstanding. I'd been on a motorcycle last time 15 years ago, and I remember being a little disappointed because all I saw were trees. I figured, I'm sure there's good views out there, but everything's blocked by the trees. I must have been on a different stretch because there were plenty of times with great overlooks or just stretches of road that you could see for miles. So that was certainly my favorite part of today's trip. And our difficulty was an 8. Yeah, super difficult climb to start the day, and a few other minor ones, and that should be the highest difficulty we see for the rest of the summer. And my overall feeling of positivity is a 10. Having that big climb behind me and being so few days from the finish line, like, I'm feeling really good. you.